Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my very first video on my horror collection series, basically where I take a horror movie series and talk about every single movie within that series. And today we are going to talk about the Final Destination series. Currently, there are 5 movies within the series, and I do have them all, of course. When it comes to Final Destination, I do like the whole you can't cheat death concept. I like that. How there's an accident that happens, people cheat death, so then death comes after them in unique ways. Very awesome. So here we have the first Final Destination. Now, this was one of the very first DVDs that I ever owned. It's got the snap case here. I like the cover to this. Devon Sawa. Now, basically, this is about a plane accident. Each one of these movies deals with an accident that's unique. This is a plane accident, and boy, is it crazy. Really, this movie could probably scar you. If you don't like flying in planes, you might not want to watch this because they go into detail a little bit on the whole explosion on the plane. You know, Devon Sawa's character, he has a premonition about what's going to happen. He takes people off the plane, and then it ends up exploding. And those people were supposed to die in a plane, so that they cheated death. Death comes after them and starts to kill them off one by one in other accidents. It all has to do with things coming together. You know what I mean? Like it pieces everything together to make it look like an accident when these people die. Uh, so really awesome movie. This is definitely a good one here. It started the series with the whole accident stuff, but then we continue on with Final Destination 2, which is my favorite. And it says you can't cheat death twice. Well, obviously that's wrong because you can't. Um, what they did to Devon Sawa's character in here is it was really stupid. He gets killed by like a falling brick. It's like that was a cop out. Okay, it's a cop out. Um, but Ellie Larder's in this. She returns from the first movie, and it's basically about a highway accident. Which, you know, a lot of these accidents, what I like about them is that it could happen in real life. You know, a plane could explode. There are highway accidents every single day. So there's a major accident. This girl has a premonition. She's driving with her friends. She has a premonition of this huge highway accident that happens, and then they're involved in it, and they all die. Well, she pulls off the road, and all the people that were in the accident, like other cars, those cars are stuck behind her, so they're not part of the accident. So when the accident happens, of course, all them people are saved. But one by one, they start dying in crazy, unique ways. Especially, I don't that dentist office part where the kid is laying there in the chair and that thing goes in his down his throat and he can't breathe and stuff like that, and then he gets crushed by this plate glass. Man, like the accidents in this are very, very cool. I really like that. But again, it's unique. It could happen in real life, and that's where I think it shines is the creativity of the accident. So yeah, Final Destination 2, awesome. Then we have Final Destination 3, which there are a lot of people out there who don't really like this film, and I don't understand why. This is really, really good. I actually prefer Final Destination 3 over the fifth movie. But this deals with a roller coaster accident, and I know all about this because I am a roller coaster enthusiast. I freaking love roller coasters, and I've ridden a lot of roller coasters, and I always put my hands up and I'm always having a good time. But this deals with an accident where everyone pretty much dies on a roller coaster. You know, the roller coaster goes off the track, people start falling off and stuff like that. So, what's her name? Mary Elizabeth Winstead has a premonition. Everyone dies on the coaster, and so she gets the people off the coaster. And so then they start dying one by one, and death comes for them. The tanning bed scene is crazy. Not just to look at boobs or whatever, but the fact that they're burning alive in the tanning bed was really, that was crazy. It was really crazy. The effects are really good in this. I really like those. Like when the death scenes happen, it was like practical effects a lot of time. So really, really good. I like Final Destination 3. I don't care what people say. Now this is the one that I despise. I do not like this one, and it is called The Final Destination. Okay, can't just be called Final Destination 4. All right, because the other ones go with the number system, but no, this one has to be different and unique because there's like the 3D thing. It's called The Final Destination, basically almost implying that it is the last one. Um, yeah, this deals with a stadium accident where it's like a speedway where there's race cars and stuff, and there's an accident. One of the the car crashes in the stadium. There's like engine parts and stuff flying all over the place. The stadium collapses and people get crushed and stuff like that. So this kid has a premonition, gets the people out of there, and then of course they die one by one. Now, I think some of the kills were okay here. I think they concentrated too much on the damn like in your face kind of 3D stuff. But some of it was fine. Some of the kills were fine. The CG though, during the first part of the accident, when the accident happens at the stadium, like when the engine crushes, like this person, like it looks so bad. The CG looked terrible. It really did. That whole accident just sucked. This movie was weak. I think that's the best way to describe this movie is a weak accident compared to these other films. Even Final Destination 3, this one is weak. It just it didn't grab me like the others. And like I said, the accident idea was weak. But yeah, it is the fourth movie. It is part of the series. You're always going to have that, uh, you're always going to have that sore thumb sticking out. So out of the others, and then we have Final Destination 5, which actually links up pretty good with the first film. Um, with this, there's like this twist that happens at the end, but this has to do with a bridge accident. Now, that you know how many people out there hate bridges. I know quite a few people where you go over a bridge and they are scared to death, and they want to get over that bridge as fast as possible. Well, I think this was a great idea for an accident. There's a bridge accident. These people, the bridge is falling apart, and cars are going into the, you know, into the river and all that, and people are dying like different ways. Really, really fun. So person has a premonition, gets everyone off there, and then death comes for them. They kind of stick with what's her name? I forgot what's her name that was in Emma Bell. Tony Todd has also been in these films. But Emma Bell, she was in Frozen, directed by Adam Green, where they're stuck on the ski lift. But the effects in this one really good compared to this. I mean, yeah, you can't compare. You really, I mean, this one, it's without question. This one is the superior one compared to the fourth one, in my opinion. But this one was a great attempt to get Final Destination back on its feet, and I think it succeeded when it comes to that. So, yeah, Final Destination 5, great movie. I had a lot of fun with it. So, yeah, there are 5 altogether right here. So, Final Destination, Final Destination 2, Final Destination 3, and then you have the one that broke the numbering system, the Final Destination. Can't just call it Final Destination 4. No, that would be too hard. And then we got Final Destination 5. So, yeah. What do you guys think of the Final Destination series? What is your favorite? I've already said that my favorite is Part 2. So, yeah, here we go. The Final Destination series. I hope you enjoyed this horror collection video. I'll be back with a lot more of these horror collection videos. Let me tell you something. I have a ton of horror movies, guys. I'm all about horror movies. I have a ton of series that I want to show you. I'm even going to mix it up and even show you my thriller series and maybe action series. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So there you go. The Final Destination series right there. And I just dropped Oh crap! I just dropped some of them, but oh well. Oh, it was the fourth movie. It was the fourth movie. That's okay. It can stay down there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more of these, and I'll see you guys in the next video.